Double kill. Fight on. Ready.
I think it's pretty crazy that in less than 3 minutes of me spawning into a Team Vanquish gameplay in Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare, that in those 3 minutes I've seen a hell of a lot more action than probably the entire lifetime of me playing Call of Duty Ghosts. And that alone, all that stuff going on, all that craziness, is a testament to fantastic and well thought out game design, especially in a multiplayer shooter, that there is never a dull moment when I'm playing Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare. And unfortunately, this game does not get enough credit due to the fact of the nature of the look and the visual appeal of this game. It kind of, you figure it would cater towards a younger audience, which I would assume that it sort of does, but at the same time, this game is a hell of a lot more deep than a lot of people give credit to. Now, I know you're probably one of those uber elite MLG type Call of Duty players that has a 5.0 KD in every single Call of Duty game. Your skills cannot be touched, and you have every e-girl on Twitter asking for the D. Okay, so let's be realistic here. You know that's not the case. You have a Mountain Dew in your left hand, and your right hand is covered in Dorito crumbs and specifically designed to masturbate yourself to sleep. So put away your COD stats for a couple minutes and let's talk about a game that takes some legitimate skill. And yes, I did say that Garden Warfare takes some legitimate skill as compared to the almighty god that is Call of Duty. First and foremost, these aren't your typical hit scan style weapons like you're also used to in all these other troll infested first person shooters. In Plants vs Zombies, your guns actually fire projectiles, so even though your uber accurate quick scoping skills are on point, you still have to anticipate where that bullet is going to land, as opposed to just keeping your aim on target and pressing the right trigger. Especially snipers, but don't tell anyone. So besides target anticipation, every character in this game essentially requires a certain style of play, every single character, whether it be a plant or a zombie, has a specific type of weapon and a different special ability to give them more of a tactical advantage in any sort of situation they may encounter. So in a game like this, everybody essentially has to play a certain role in order to get their team the win. And if a character isn't playing that certain type of role, it's definitely going to put their team at a disadvantage. Now let's take the foot soldier for example. He's what I would consider, I guess, the most noob-friendly class in the entire game. His gun fires an extreme amount of projectiles in a very fast manner, making it very easy to hit somebody even if your aim is all over the damn place, which most likely it is. But his gun is very easy to use. But the crux of that weapon is that it deals an extremely low amount of damage. So even though you may fire, even though every single bullet of yours may hit your target, you're not going to take them down. His gun is essentially a suppression weapon. It's not really meant to necessarily kill somebody in a very fast manner, but mainly to keep an enemy at bay in a certain spot in order to have another one of your teammates take him out with a more powerful weapon. I mean, who would have thought that playing like a team actually benefited you in a multiplayer shooter, Who does that? I don't know. It's not MLG. Now, speaking of MLG, just kidding. No, we're not. I know you're used to just looking at a person in a first-person shooter and them dropping dead, whether or not you actually pulled the trigger. Unfortunately, that is not the case when it comes to Plants vs. Zombies. The time to kill is actually pretty long. I guess I would equate it to maybe a Halo game, but you also add on top of that actually having to lead your bullet to the target, which makes it that much more difficult to take somebody out. And also, if you actually encounter two people, the chances of you surviving two people attacking you at once is pretty damn slim. Slimmer than you getting a girl's number, pretty much. So even though this game is dressed up adorably, just like your typical standard Pixar movie, it's a lot deeper than a lot of people give it credit to. If you try to run in headfirst in a match, just like you normally would rushing in a Call of Duty game, you're going to be all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. All the way at the bottom.
It's so cold. So lonely down here. I'm freezing.
But before I start off this commentary, I wanted to personally thank Thunder for letting me post some Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on the TSG channel. I'm probably the only crazy enough person to do so, so thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate all that you do for us smaller channels, so thanks a lot, man. Don't discount this game just because it's adorable as fuck, seriously. It's a blast to play, and it's a great challenge to really hone your skills in, and it's definitely something different from your typical first-person shooter experience. But then again, Titanfall is coming out in a week, so fuck it, who cares?